Hello YouTube, Salivate Metal here, and YouTuber Robert Fortier made me aware of this essentially breaking news and with Andrew Maguire. And as most of you know, Andrew Maguire has been involved in exposing manipulation. In fact, there's some documentaries on gold where he is interviewed and showing some footage of him with the regulators actually showing it occur in real time. And so very quite interesting indeed. So typically whenever he speaks, then people pay attention what he's talking about. And again, this is just something, this is from King World News. They tend to get the exclusive on these. And I know that some people distrust some of the sources, and I don't know what Andrew Maguire's reputation is outside of just what I've heard here. And seen in that previous documentary. And again, I don't want this to be portrayed as some sort of a silver or gold pumping type situation. But I think that even the most skeptical among us will probably agree that there is at least some manipulation going on in the markets. And so take that for what it's worth. But he's talking about how on July the 5th, essentially 26 days from the from this article, at least June 9th here, that there is going to be some sort of a major shift between the paper and physical markets, of some velocity in the markets with the buying and with the transactions with the physical buying, I guess, of gold and silver. And so it's talking about here's a quote from him. Watch out 26 days from today. In February, I warned of a heightened risk of gold price reset, which, as you will recall, was based upon the all-important physical markets sucking out liquidity from the increasingly illiquid paper markets. Back then, I estimated we were looking at a timeline of as little as 3 to 6 months. But he's absolutely sure that they're on track for a significant gold price surge leading to an inevitable price reset before the 6-month August timeline runs out. So what he's allowed to say right now is to watch out 26 days from today. And he further elaborates in another interview, and I'm going to actually play a little portion of it here.
Watch out in 26 days. And we're going to see some significant moves, and I really do expect that there's sufficient volume, velocity going to be coming through in the physical market to swamp these paper market sellers.
So that's kind of where it's at. It's apparently there's going to be some trades happening, and so that's what information that he's got. Will it happen? I'm not sure, but he's talking about the officially driven counterintuitive gold and silver action that occurred in the previous week. It was all about the defense of the round number at $1,300, which, by the way, I can tell you that someone has been posting, and I've not seen them post recently since their latest prediction didn't come true, and may not have been their fault though, but they've been right before in prior predictions, and maybe that defense, it's a breach that will set off a tsunami of sideline buying, and not from flushable synthetic naked long hot money. So this source, I don't call it anonymous, I don't have his YouTube name handy, but some of you probably have seen some of his comments on my videos. And he probably knows a lot that we don't know, but he may not know as much as Andrew Maguire knows. Or maybe he does, I don't know. But the officials who rigged this market are far more constrained than they have ever been, as real fundamentals closed in the jaws of a vice on their paper market scam. And so he's saying that the dips will be shallow. Dips from here on out will continue to be shallow, because those seeking to accumulate physical are gaming the paper market to a point that it simply cannot be leveraged anymore. So we may still see some dips in the precious metal markets in the coming 26 days. I guess basically is what he's saying here. So quite interesting indeed. And I'll post a link to this article in the description below. But who knows? Will July the 5th, if that's exactly the date this was published here, looks like that's the case, then it will be July the 5th, I guess, is what we will see with this price surge that will be coming. That could be the D-Day. Who knows? And who knows at what level, at what point, or how much it will go up. Does that mean it'll just go up above $1,300 and maybe 1306 and maybe 1310? Will there be something where it'll just explode because there's, everything's lost cover and it could go up to what its true value could be? He also said that silver is greatly undervalued as well. Some of the same reasons. Of course, we see silver as a commodity. I think there's probably a little bit more at play than there can be with gold because it's of its uses and stuff. But silver is so widely used in industrial, biomedical purposes as well. It's seen more as a commodity, even more so than gold is. Gold is treasured, and so there's only so much they can do to gold, which is why you see that spread so high, that gold to silver ratio. It's going to be fascinating and interesting to watch. Who knows? 26 days may come and nothing may happen. And again, I sort of take this as for a grain of salt, but I thought it was interesting, certainly, and I appreciate the information shared to us by Robert there. And so, post your thoughts below. What are your thoughts about Andrew Maguire? Do you think this has some credence to it, or do you think it's just hype? So post what you think in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.